Hello YouTube, it's me Vdeogamer, and this is the How to Draw Video Game Characters tutorial. Today I will be doing a request from a YouTube user named EnPassantGamer. His name should appear here. And he requested that I draw Absol, the Pokemon, from the Pokemon series. I've seen Absol a couple of times in my Pokemon games and such, but I never really thought about drawing him. I did a few practice drawings and such, and I think it's actually a pretty cool character. So, without further ado, let the drawing begin. For this tutorial, you will need a pencil with an eraser, sketchbook paper or copy paper, and colored pencils if you wish to color your drawing. So, let's get started. So, I've got my paper here, I've got my source drawing, since this is a recently new character for me. I mean, I've seen the character before, I just really haven't drawn it. So, as you should know by this point, I always like to start my characters out with the eyes. So, find a place to start. Right. And then I'll do a rough outline of the face. Now this is just a guideline for me so I can keep track of where everything's going to be. Okay, so I'm going to draw the small oval that's on top of his head. And now I'm going to draw the light side of Absol's head. Okay. And now I'm going to do the dark half of his head, which is that sword spike thing. Smooth that out a little bit so it looks more like a sharp-edged blade. And then I'm going to finish up the eyes. So now that I've got this part all finished, the head, I'm going to do the rest of the body. So first, I'm going to start on the big puffy part of the body, on the front. I'm just going to do a general outline, so I know where it's at. I'm going to start giving it more line to it, and the spikes on the edges. And I'm going to erase some of these guidelines. Okay, so now I'm going to do the rest of the body, which isn't too hard, and it's just going to be a general outline first. So I'm going to start with the front foot. Okay, so I've got the general outline of the body done. Now I'm going to start doing a little bit more detail on each of the individual legs. So, first I'm going to start with the first one. Absol has a spike up on the leg. He also has claws, which are pretty simple to draw since he only has 3. Connect them with short lines between each, and then you have the first foot done. Do the same for all the other ones. Alright, now that I've gotten all the legs finished and detailed, I'm going to draw the tail. It's kind of similar to the spike on the head, but not just. It's got one difference in it, which is this little thing that sticks out here. There. Then that's just the basic outline of the tail, and I'm going to add some more detail to it. And here I have just the pencil sketch of Absol right now. I'm going to add I'm not really going to add a background, just a horizon line, so I can add in some more color and such. Then I'm going to now color Absol. Absol really only has 2 colors on him, but for the shading I'm probably going to pick out a few different shades of those 2 colors. Alright, so since the other colors are going to take the most time, I'm just going to first color the eyes, which in this picture I have here are red. So just take the color and color one ring of the eyes red. And then one ring is supposedly black, and the last one is white. So now first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the white on Absol's body. And you're thinking it's already white, you know? Well, I'm just going to add some more shading. So I'm going to pretend that my light source for this drawing is coming from this direction. So that means all the shadows on Absol's body are going to be on this side, and all the light parts of Absol's body are going to be on this side. So since this is shadow, I'm going to color this one slightly darker with a light gray. And you just do that for the entire white part. Just color one side of the body darker. Since this foot is all the way behind all the other ones, I'm just going to color it fully gray. The reason I've made all my shadow lines so jagged like this is because it helps to add the effect that it actually is fur. Now I'm going to color all the gray parts that I just did with a slightly lighter or darker gray on the farthest part of it. Alright, now that I've gotten all the shading of the white areas done, I'm going to proceed to color the blue parts of Absol. First, I'm going to start with the claws since they are the smallest part. I'm going to color them with a base coat, which in this case is just a simple blue. Okay, so I've gotten all the base coat of the blue done on the claws. To shade these, I'm going to take a darker blue, and just as I said before, my light source is here, so all the darker part of Absol's blue is going to be on this side, and all the lighter part is going to be on this side. So on the first claw, I'm going to make it darker. And since I don't think this color matches Absol's blue just right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a gray and just sort of go over it all to give it that more dark feel. Alright, now I'm going to do the rest of the blue on the tail, on the head, and on the spike on the head. Same shading method as before. On the darker part, just take the dark blue on the right side of whatever it is you're shading. Now for my background, I'm just going to add some different colors back here that represent Absol, and it's going to emphasize more on Absol. Here is my finished picture of Absol. For me, this was a pretty cool character to draw, even though it was my only about 3rd time drawing the character. I think Absol is a really cool character, and I'm glad EnPassantGamer has asked me to do this request. So, I hope you guys liked it. You should comment, rate, favorite, even throw in a request in your comment, because I just might pick your request. But one thing you probably should do is subscribe. That way you'll be able to be notified of when my next video comes out. And it just might be your request. So, thanks for watching, and see ya!